to dress and wear.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
All right.
What a hero. That's great.
New plan. You're going to see a build from 2008.
Oh, we're going back in time now?
We're going back in time.
Gotta get back.
You can see the opposite of the future.
You need to play Twilight music now.
Twilight or Twilight Zone?
Are you planning to
Twilight
change
Zone.
ground combat, such as planetary shields, to prevent orbital bombardment? They already do that. That's the whole point of the shields. They already prevent planetary bombardment underneath. Well, they don't prevent, but...
Yeah, bombing runs and orbital bombardments are stopped by that. LucasArts. All right.
I've seen bombers fly through the shield and bomb something.
Yeah, that's if it's a weird position, though.
Yeah, it's like if they don't bomb inside the shield generator, but the flight path takes them through the shield, they'll fly right through it and bomb the shit out of whatever's inside. It's great.
There was one build we did where instead of during your bombing runs it being bombers, there'd be 3 VSDs that flew over the map with a bunch of turbo lasers that shot everything.
That's awesome.
It was an experience. Okay, so
look at that old school menu.
What you're looking at here.
Looking so good, baby.
This was before the mod was called Imperial Civil War. This was pre-Endor. This was pre-me turning 15, I think. So it's old stuff.
Oh man, yeah. I recognize some of these models too.
Oh, this is so good.
Absolute garbage is really the best way to describe it, but we're going to subject ourselves to it. We're going to play the original Empire of the Hand. Tech level 5.
Oh, look at that.
So Corey, I'm sorry. I of course walked away to get a new drink right as this happened. Why are we not playing the new version again?
Because I have to defreeze my save. And
and you
I could not find the folder within a reasonable amount of time. So I went back to the original plan for today's stream. I'm going to do that between recording, and I'm just going to show off how bad this version was.
Are you going to talk in a 15-year-old voice?
I don't know if I can. I can do my Valley Girl voice, but that's just...
Oh god, not again.
I can do the Bill Clinton voice.
This is some serious nostalgia right here. I remember playing this.
I wish nobody remembered playing this. This is why I'm doing a live stream of it.
Forget it.
Doesn't that counteract what you want to happen?
No, shut up. It doesn't.
All right. I like how I forgot about the whole Thrawn as an astromech droid situation we had. Definitely one of our best decisions.
See, this is just a trip down memory lane for you, Corey.
How far you have come.
Look at how much work you've put in over. Look at
this build was 2 years before we released anything.
Wow. That's serious. Jeez.
Maneuvering.
You're witnessing history.
That's amazing.
Yo,
Never before seen footage.
I do like this zoom action here.
Somebody just typed Xerox mod, and then that just brought back another wave of nostalgia.
This is Corey.
Everything was broken. Yo, what's that camera zoom? That camera zoom's different,
right?
Isn't it?
I have no idea. I don't know.
These things just happen.
Sometimes you just don't question it.
It's Empire at War. Who knows what's going on half the time?
So we used to have it so you still had the original space stations, and then you had 4 different levels of shipyard you could build that filled up the space buildables. Problems with this were twofold. AI didn't know what the fuck to do with them. And secondly, that meant that if you had a ship, like an important shipyard planet, you couldn't defend it with Golans, which is kind of where Golans usually were.
Counterintuitive. Was that fixed for the first release?
I don't think we ever did an actual release where this was the way the mod worked.
Oh, okay.
I think this build was actually a direct port of our Empire at War build, because it was right after Forces of Corruption had come out.
Oh, wow. Going real far back.
Which is why the UI looks like a mix between the two.
Oh yeah, it does. Jeez.
So we're going to see some original Empire of the Hand materials here. And space maps that were 4 times the size.
Missing. Oh yeah, my favorite tag.
I love when it's always missing.
Dude, missing it just says so much.
I mean, I don't know if you were there for this part, Bullet, but in my stream, we actually still ran into the good old missing text. Even
Dude,
in
the
the
missing
newest...
text, the missing text never goes away. Never truly. It's always there,
never
hiding. You
All right.
might resurface.
So we got the original Chaff, the original Ascendant, or this isn't even the original, this is the second iteration of the Ascendancy Star Destroyer. The original Phalanx, the original Messias, and the original Vigilance, not Vengeance.
Oh,
We're actually reworking the entire UI for 2.2, Irate Pirate. Irate Pirate. Irate Pirate.
All right, all right.
Just
All right, all right.
Pop cap of 85, crucially.
Oh my god.
Gotta have them big battles.
Important to have so that you can kill your computer even harder.
I want to say we scaled it differently, but I don't think we did, because these would be...
Best comment. That
Was this when we
like a
had...
weird dildo?
Every Empire of the Hand ship looks like a weird dildo in every build. That's never going to change. Okay, this was our version of a micro jump ability before we figured out Lua. The Vigilance just shoots off in whatever direction it's facing.
Oh my god, yeah, isn't that when it just kicks on like a mega turbo booster and it's just gone?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, and we had the flak effects. So there's randomly generated explosions around stuff. This was the Michael Bay edition.
Michael Bay presents Thrawn's Revenge. I'd watch that. Oh, man,
Flank
now I'm thinking of Michael Bay making a Star Wars movie.
Apparently
man,
we still went
until
with
the end of time.
the blue Thrawn Star Destroyer there. I didn't remember that. Death clones just spin.
Just keep spinning.
There
spinning.
was one Empire of the Hand ship that we cut and never remade, and I want to build that because it was funky.
Ooh, the funky ship. Always the best.
Kuravnos, that's what it was. Right. I'm gonna sell. It's crucial. Absolutely crucial that we see this. This is just the best day ever for me. It's like I found an old box of toys.
Look at those Thrawn's Revenge Legos.
I don't think anyone cares about this in the world but me, but I'm having fun, so screw everyone else.
I mean, it's your live stream. You doing it.
You up, bro. Kill you up,
There we go. Need a really big gun.
Need a really big gun.
Intrinsic.
Why is the Consortium space station buildable?
That's just the icon. They have a different... It's a different model that they had. Much worse than the Consortium space station, but...
Oh, okay.
There we go. Oh, this... just terrible. Facing the wrong way and everything. Just lovely.
Oh boy.
So this had
we're
a-
still waiting at the loading screen.
Basically a giant nuclear launcher. Nuclear warhead launcher here.
Oh baby, look at that thing. What a machine.
So this is the Kuravnos destroyer. Was I guess sort of the first go at the Intego, or the Pelt. Actually, the Peltis, because we're actually adding a railgun ship to the Empire of the Hand in the upcoming version, and this is the
awesome.
closest to that, I think. Just a tankier version of it.
That's
That looks
hilarious.
nothing like the new model.
No, it doesn't look anything. The concept behind the ship, though, I don't want it to look anything like this, Bane. Let's get that out of the way.
Let's take that notion outside right now.
You So it's the fact that you said the closest thing. I was like, I've obviously
Closest thing
the
in
furthest
function.
thing away.
Closest thing in function.
Give me a target.
You know, it's a wild thing, a wild thought. The mod has more history than like most video games even do. It's just wild.
This is my entire teenage and adult life.
I think you should re-release it as Corey Episode 1.
Oh, there you go.
Response to being called.
Release this version.
Yeah, re-release this version. as
Oh, you
Corey
could have done a
Episode
Let's Play of this for the 10-year anniversary.
That was actually one of the things I wanted to do.
Oh, that would have been so perfect.
Oh, I think that's the missile firing. It's not going to do much, I don't think, but we'll see. It's hard to see the effect.
Hype it up as like the release the new version of the mod, and just play it straight face the whole way through the Let's Play. Be like, guys, look at all these new ships.
Oh,
They're
man,
so
it's-
different.
It's a diamond boron missile, but OP.
Moving into position. We'll be there
Whoa,
shortly.
whoa, jeez, that just sounds cool.
I forgot that the original Empire War stations split apart like that.
Right away. Got it. Target sighted. Take out the missile launcher.
There were, before we got even to this point, there was an iteration of Mega Mazers that would like fan out, and then they'd concentrate as beams, but it was so many particles. It actually looked really cool.
But it was one of those never gonna do it for real.
I think it might have been an accident that it happened, and then we just kept it in for a long time. But you could see the frames drop. There was
Happy accidents.
no way.
Have you ever thought about adding more animated debris like that, for example?
That's one of the
Exactly.
things we are working on. We had it all done for 1.0, but then we redid so many models and didn't have a chance to reanimate the death clones that they just sort of fell off. But Dr. Knickers and I have been starting on that at least. We're prioritizing the damage particles, so like the blast decals on the ships, and then we're doing more death clones. But we've started knocking out like the Star Destroyer ones, the Victory. Basically anything that we're pretty confident we're not redoing again. But we've said that before, and we've redone it
Yeah.
again. So what the hell do I know?
It's all a mystery, even to you.
Well, we'd said we'd be done the mod with 1.0. Then we said we'd be done the mod with 1.1. Then we skipped over 1.1 and said we'd be done the mod with 1.2. Then we said we'd definitely be done the mod with 1.3. Then we said 100% for sure never going to be another version past 2.0. So, and this is the first
and
time
here we are
said
with 2.2.
this is the first time we said while doing 2.2 that it won't be the last version. So,
Oh my god.
welcome to the end of Thrawn Revenge.
Yeah, of course it'll end now.
That happened to me though, Corey. I retired, and then 2 months later, I was dragged back in.
Now you're working for me.
Ooh.
I know. I am your slave.
What is this? Ooh, is this the walkie? I hope it's walkie. I love walkie. So we used to have it so you had to buy every hero. I think we always had permadeath, but you had to recruit every single one of them.
Oh boy.
Are we getting attacked here? Ooh, Alderaanian War Frigate. I wanna see one of those.
Oh my god.
Don't care about that. Just care about this.
There's a lot of ships moving around. Oh my god. The AI is just going nuts.
Can you upload this version? I might sometime. I don't know.
Then you're gonna have to support the legacy version.
We're counting on you to remove all enemy.
When did the idea come to put the Pentastar limit in the mod? What's the history behind that? That was actually something that a lot of our fans really wanted. So a huge section of our fan base on the forums is just like super into the Warlords. So they were really asking for the Pentastar alignment, and we acquiesce.
Some might say people get too into the warlords, considering how little they actually do.
Yeah.
Like, there really isn't that much to the warlords in the books and everything.
Gunboat here, sir.
Like, they're not terrible, but they just they're actually not there all that much.
Yeah, like they controlled a lot of the galaxy, but they were irrelevant to the larger story, except for as people who controlled part of the galaxy at a certain time.
Well, also
Which
as
is
people,
perfect for
Dala could just rebuild everything for free.
Yeah. Like, I've always liked Total War, and having a bunch of different active groups is something I'm okay with for that reason. So
sadly, they never explored it past just saying it happened.
Yeah.
They never did anything with all the warlords. They were just kind of, hey, look, all these guys control like the inner core and the outer rim, but no one cares. I think the problem also was that in the books and everything, they're always like, oh, the New Republic is barely holding itself together, so they can't go fight wars with anybody.
Did I kill it without noticing, or is it retreating? I only wanted to see it.
So many dev mode errors, Corey. Why?
Oh, I killed it without noticing. I could have swore we had the Victory 2 frigate in this build. Why did we not? Ooh. We're gonna jump into another faction. Unless anyone was like riveted by this particular playthrough.
No, it's great.
Actually, this would have been even after ELRR was on the team. Who's in the chat right now. And who I re-met through Tim's stream a couple weeks ago. He went by a different name back then, but he used to do icons for... He was one of the first people to join the team. He was there for a couple months.
Oh, cool.
So a lot of the original icons were done by him that would have been in the first few mini mods, but I'm not sure how many that lasted through.
Dala is almost Karen Travis bad. Man, I used to think the clone commando stuff was so cool, and then people pointed out to me just how dumb it is. Now I can never go back.
Oh crap!
I didn't set it.
She also made really bad Halo books too. So
yeah, I used to be so in. Man, those first 3 Halo books, Fall of Reach, First Strike, and Flood, were so awesome. Ghosts of Onyx was cool, and then the stupid video games ruined the cool books.
Yep. All went downhill from there.
It all went downhill from Reach. Reach ruined the story of Fall of Reach and the story of Ghosts of Onyx. And then they're like, well, clearly we don't care about the books anymore, so...
I mean, if any Star Wars book she wrote, you knew that no matter when it was set or where it was set, somewhere there was going to be a Mandalorian doing something just erotic.
No, not doing something. Doing the best thing. Being the hero.
Literally everything.
The misunderstood hero group that is the Mandalorians of terrible bounty hunting, killing, and death. Like, did she not watch Did she not play KOTOR? Like, KOTOR didn't turn them into the best guys ever, even though they almost conquered the galaxy. They're pretty terrible in there. Candace is like, nah, we killed a lot of people. It was really good.
Oh. Revan, you should have been there. Oh, wait.
Revan, you're so awesome for slaughtering the crap out of us. We love you, dude.
You really respected.
You can just build the Death Star too. Like right now.
I mean, not right
Just-
now because I don't have
just do it.
125,000 credits.
Just do it.
I can build the Executor and I can build Admiral Ozzel.
It's
And
like once you
Executor.
build one of those super weapons, there's no real good way to lose it. You basically won. Unless there is in this mod, I don't know.
Definitely not against the AI. I don't know if we... I think, no, it's even harder for the AI in this because they'd have to build Rogue Squadron and then end up in a fight with them.
Dun, 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 dun.
I would
I
want to
still
see
want
you
that
like.
ramming ability.
Oh yeah.
That was
I-
Sins.
So when are we getting ascendancy updates?
All the time.
We really?
That's what Bane's working on right now.
Nice.
Yes.
The order
Um,
of release will probably be demo for 2.2, then Ascendancy 1.1, then Imperial Civil War 2.2 full version, and Ascendancy 1.2 around the same time, maybe?
Cool.
That's how I have it mapped out in my head, which basically just guarantees that's not how it's going to work. But...
Of course. The classic.
Let's start.
I mean, I can't play Empire at War much anymore, but I can still play the crap out of Sins. Actually, it's so funny, Corey, when you were like, "Oh, I have an update for you guys that you guys can play," I was like, "Oh, good, the Sins one," because the day you sent the file out was the day you uploaded the first episode of the Sins 1.1 update. For the video you did of it, or
Right.
whatever version it was. It was like day of saying I have a new file.
I mean, I can probably give you guys that, too.
Oh well, gotta
I
wait
guess
a little longer.
put you into the repository, and then you'll just have access to everything we do. Is the Empire able to recruit Thrawn while he was still leading the Empire of the Hand? Yes. In this build, I believe... Yeah, because this is all pre-Endor in this build. So Thrawn would have been... This was when Thrawn was still going back and forth a lot. Because he went off to start the Empire of the Hand, then I think he came back to deal with Zarin. And he just sort of kept going back. Jesus Christ, that TIE fighter
And then
is
the party
flying.
got really quiet.
Oh, Bullet's here. What's up, Bullet?
I might have unqueued
Not
myself.
much, man.
I haven't
Or
heard
did
your
you-
voice yet.
Really?
Oh, you just got back, didn't you, Legion?
Yeah,
They
I
didn't
just
even
got
announce that you came back.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
just-
even realize
I was
you
like,
were
what?
back.
back. Yeah, I was like, I would really like that ramming ability. I just
Yeah,
joined in the conversation. Just
I was
So
like,
whatever
wow,
happened
that
to
was
the
random for
gravity
someone
well
to mention.
generator?
I'm like, oh yeah, that was Legion crap.
Man, those Rebel space stations. Oh,
It essentially was just build bar space. The
why
Consortium...
petroglyph? Why?
Could the Consortium kill the Death Star with the Defiler? I thought... is it just IG-88?
It's IG-88, and when you have to pay some ridiculous amount of credits,
100,000, I think.
and you lose IG-88 forever, and you blow up the planet that the Death Star is sitting over too.
Yeah.
It's some dumb shit. But
What are you talking about? It's not dumb at all. It's great.
Did I get ion cannoned?
Suicide robot.
I must have.
Well, I mean, it's not really suicide if you get to take over the Death Star, is it?
I mean, if
Well-
you're dead, it's still suicide no matter what you take over.
Yeah, but IG-88 is the Death Star. I mean, that was one of the coolest dumb stories ever.
Was it one of the
By the
dumbest
way-
cool stories ever?
Both. All of the above.
I can't see what's going on at all.
That is never good for you.
Is that a laser-related issue, or is
It's
that
all
like,
the flak.
game is- Oh, okay.
All the little random explosions everywhere.
Blow it all up.
Killed him.
Corey, where was the file that suppressed dev mode messages?
Settings. It's the folder before your mods folder in settings. then Rebellion Dev Mode settings, something like that, and then it's line 100.
Corey?
Too quickly.
Yeah, really.
I used to have, when I was on Tim's stream, I had the push to talk enabled. So I keep going to press that, but now it cuts me off. So I was telling you how to do it, but you couldn't hear me. It's the mod. It's the folder before your mods folder. Then it's the folder called settings in that folder. Then Rebellion Dev Mode settings, and then it's line 142, and you set that to false.
That's the one.
The only part of
yes,
that
of
I'm
course.
confident on is line 142, which is the most random part of that.
Rebellion Dev Mode settings.
Come on, how'd you not know that? That should just be second nature at this point,
yeah,
right?
second
Like that's
nature,
just an obvious thing. You come into the world and you're like line 142 of the settings file.
Yeah, absolutely. Me and Corey had this chat, didn't we, Corey?
Probably. I don't remember that either.
I've never had to turn dev mode messages off because I'm used to the really clean.
You're used to mods that have all their sound files in after they're coded.
That's right. That's right.
So it basically comes down to something you guys are doing that no one else does.
Basically, when I joined, I had a window into Corey's mind, and all I can say is it's very scary.
We have fun up here. Oh look, it's Darth Vader. Does
That's
Vader?
Jeff Vader, that is.
Oh, Jeff Vader. No. I'll never go to that grocery store again.
Jeff Vader, leader of the Death Star.
It's Chad Vader. Did any of you you must have watched Chad Vader.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting how is this? Okay, never mind. That's a lot of stuff that I can't beat.
Lord Vader. So Lord Vader of Cheam.
Well, that planet's done for.
Lord Vader of Cheese.
Luso Pictures, will there be new planets, especially in the unknown regions? Right now, for 2.2, we're mostly focusing on the known regions. And then 2.3, assuming I'm alive when you want to do that, will be... Why is this over here? Oh my god, why doesn't it have a skin? We're not looking at that anymore.
That's the most subtly morbid thing I've ever heard.
That would be more of a release centered around the Empire of the Hand in the unknown regions. At which point we'd add a few factions related to that, and some galactic conquests that the Empire of the Hand can be in, other than the one Era 5 one and the Air Progressive ones. Benjamin wants to know what I'm playing right now. This is a very old build of Thrawn's Revenge. Very, just ridiculously old.
And for Corey's 90th birthday, we're releasing version 63.7.
Yeah, I've just accepted I'm doing this until I die of whatever kills me. It's until every single SSD ever mentioned in canon is in the mod. Because really that's obviously the best thing about Empire at War is putting in as many SSDs as possible.
Oh yeah, of course.
Are you gonna put the one in with the Go Faster stripes?
I mean, if you really want to think about it, every SSD could have Go Faster stripes.
I know, but there's that one particular one with the Go Faster stripes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm making it up.
That explains it.
So you could have just as easily gone along with all of them being it.
I'm just a troll. I'm sorry.
Trollololol.
There will be new ground units in the following release. We are going to try to redo every Empire of the Hand ground unit. Because I hate them all, and Bane agrees with me on that. So
Absolutely. I got called communist today in my Let's Play when I released it.
What?
I did an infantry assault against the Empire of the Hand. And I met a Mega Mazer tank, and the Mega Mazer tank pretty much just slaughtered my infantry with like this one shot. It just fired, and like 20 men collapsed all around, nowhere near where the shot actually hit, but it just all collapsed and died. It was amazing.
That is great.
Is the New Republic going to have new ships? Yes. There are at least 3.
Corey, are they going to have the MC-75 and the Hammerhead?
Are you adding the U-wing, man?
No.
Is the U-wing gonna
Are
be
you
in your
adding
mod,
the
bro?
ghost?
I thought that ship was cool until I learned it was called the U-wing. Then I thought, why do we need to why does everything have to be called a wing?
No, you win.
Oh.
Those are all groups that we would like. The Chiss Ascendancy, Ceruv. Yep. I've always wanted to do the Ceruvian something. They're in Ascendancy as a random event. But the problem with Empire at War is that ground is the thing.
I like grounds.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
This is weird.
Is that true?
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say that before, so.
I like grounds.
I think that should be an
No,
okay
so-
graphics card for this.
I do like ground, honestly. I don't mind grounds. It's okay.
I mean, you can keep saying it. I'm still not going to believe you. That it just doesn't seem like a thing that people can believe in.
With the might of the Rebel Air Force, I am unstoppable.
So
That's the thing.
basically, when you're saying ground combat's great when you can fly above all the ground combat.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That was my secret to basically everything in my New Republic playthrough, was just build so many air units.
Oh my god.
Makes sense.
I had it.
What are
I don't like playing
these?
ground at all.
What are those? Oh, these are Psycho Bombers. Never mind. I know what
Started
these
infantry to capture all the resource points. They just called in mass B-wins, and then just
God.
like find the power generator first, shoot
Oh
power
my
generator, turbo lasers down. Now, cause death from above. The only thing that was really annoying, as Corey knows, is the damn Empire of the Hand rapid fire tanks. Those things are evil. Many New Republic pilots were lost to rapid fire tanks.
That's how it's died.
are. What are those?
I think
What
if
are
I ever did
these?
an Empire of the Hand
Referencing
playthrough,
something, Corey?
What?
Are you referencing something?
Couldn't possibly be.
but seriously, if I ever do an Empire of the Hand playthrough, I'm just building rapid fire tanks for my ground assault.
Makes sense.
Just mass rapid fire tanks.
Well, we've already talked about that for 2.2, but is my game working? What is this?
Are you supposed to be on black screen right now?
That's the thing. I'm not. But I can see my menu.
I can see a white arrow that's moving around.
How is this a
Oh,
thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually no, I got this. So we implemented a feature called night mode in these early builds. I'm gonna try to find the auto resolve button. Wait, no, I just saw a hand.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm trying to see if I have Empire at War UI down to muscle memory.
Yeah.
Apparently I don't. Oh wait, I clicked something.
Found options. That's close.
This
I
must
thought
be
that-
back on the galactic view.
I thought auto resolve was down near the bottom left.
That's what I thought.
Like down near the mini map.
Hold on, let me get a photo up here real quick, and then I'll guide you to it.
Why don't we just all open the game up so we can?
I'm gonna go
guide
3
Corey
pixels to the left.
Gotta guide Corey's Empire
Oh,
at War.
there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
I went for an autosave. Jamming station
Yeah.
destroyed.
I'm just waiting for it to happen again now that you've done that.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Part of me remembers this being a thing, but the other part thinks I'm just making that up now that I've seen it.
Man, you have a lot of conversations within your own head, Corey.
That's how I get all my best ideas.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's the secret sauce.
It gets lonely in here.
Oh my god.
It works.
You always have someone to double check things for you. Hey, is this good? Yeah, it looks good, man.
Awaiting orders. The ground bases are the backbone of our defenses.
String
We need to
not
increase
found.
their number if we are to teach the rebellion that their cause is a losing proposition.
I was hoping to find a version of the mod for like Empire Ore, like pre-Falk.
Oh, I thought you said Empire Ore.
Fuck. Oh, great.
Because it can go fuck itself.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't like this map, Corey. I don't like it.
You don't have to. It's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
No, I played on this map in 2.0.
2.1 was 3 years ago. Even the latest version is very old.
Irate Pirate just said those textures look worse than Diddy Kong racing textures.
These are actually the same textures you'd find in any map in the game, I think.
Yeah.
Whoever
Oh, man.
made this map just scaled them up a lot.
Oh, beautiful.
Get away! No, don't stand on it. You're gonna kill everyone. Fuck.
Well, I guess we know how that turned out. You're gonna kill him. Fuck.
And you're fighting for a very barren patch of land.
I keep expecting
Farming
stuff to
land.
shoot while it's running by, but
Eh.
that's about 8 years off.
Ready. Yes, sir.
I feel like this isn't going to be another battle I win. We got Chiss Arnold Schwarzenegger up here.
Nice. The Chisenegger.
Squad, move out.
Corey loses at his own mod. That's what's funny.
Right away, sir.
Oh yeah.
Are you saying you've never lost at Armada?
We don't talk about that.
I've never lost at Armada. I'm at 100% win rate.
You pay on pack-led difficulty.
I played against the Borg on whatever we played on there, and I won.
You hid behind me the entire game.
It's a viable strategy.
Viable strategy.
It's a legitimate strategy.
How many resources did I have to expend to win that game, and how many did you have to expend? Who had the more efficient strategy?
I had to sacrifice one of my little rocks
Yeah,
to keep you alive.
I got a planet and had to do nothing to get it.
No, we had you back in the game within an hour and a half.
2 hours.
Right, maybe 2 hours. That was a fun 2 hours for you. You get to watch all the pretty stuff.
Corey, go sit in the corner while all the adults take care of the business.
We promise we'll look
While
after
all the
you.
adults have fun playing the video game, you go do real work.
I need an adult.
Right.
I
use
am an
your-
adult.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it
Hate
works,
vampires.
Corey. It works, Corey.
What did you do?
I gave the Dominator a new ability.
Ooh. Is this one of the ones we had planned, or did you have a spark of inspiration or perspiration?
It was kind of like what we planned, and then I changed it.
You're missing a 0 there, Laser. The Thrawn costs 15,000 credits. The Death Star costs 125,000. Not 12.5.
No, it is one of the ones we had planned. I don't know if
Okay.
I'm allowed to mention what it is on screen.
Go for
or
it.
not. Okay, so essentially, it's communication.
Why would you tell them?
Man, talk about coming down hard. Jeez, that was vicious.
Sorry, continue. I'll try to
That was
contain
too
it.
kill, man.
I don't know whether to say it now.
You better figure it out.
It's an area of effect that reduces weapon range and chance to hit by 30%.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I even wrote a little string for it. It says the Dominator activates a wideband communication jam affecting enemy weapon targeting.
So, Bullet, you're being asked to show the original versions of AOTR
No thanks.
pre-release.
I'm good.
The only reason
Those
I
weren't
have
even
this,
those weren't even my versions. I have to
Yeah.
clean up their mess. I don't want to go back.
the only reason I have this is because Slorny has like meticulous records of things.
The library.
He has pretty much all the released versions plus a bunch of internal builds, and I asked him to give me the oldest one he has, and this was it.
You can go play. You could still download 2.05 off of ModDB and see how shit it is, and then never go back. So
Sounds like my next live stream.
go ahead if you want to see horrible stuff. Oh god. I'm pretty sure there were like a couple versions where it was like Black Sun wasn't playable, then it was playable, then it wasn't playable again, then it was, and throughout all of that they were garbage the whole way.
Nice.
And
Not
yeah.
when I play them.
The truth
Well,
is modding.
you play the new version.
Oh, this was a
Through
thing.
that.
Brown TIE Fighters.
Oh. Wow, Corey. Thanks for stealing my idea in 2008.
It's that time travel. It's every time.
I always win in time travel.
So you mean I wasn't the only one that just took the Rebel speeder code and put a TIE fighter model in it?
Apparently not.
Wow.
Copyright. We had a ship that could deploy space stations during the battle too. That was fun. The Tiger. I wish I could have shown off the Empire of the Hand artillery. It was a special kind of special.
Special kind of special.
Special.
Please do tell.
Imagine the Spfhat, the Clone Wars one,
Mhm.
giant brown thing.
Yeah.
But imagine if it looked more like a ladybug and had a really bad walking animation.
Nice.
So it was a crippled ladybug that could shoot things.
And this is also by far my most watched list live stream. But yeah, it was great. I have a whole photo bucket full of old crap like this. I didn't know this map was this old.
Blatantly making their presence known in the streets. Deploying some troops on the surface should remove
I do like the TIE Striker.
from their heads.
Those are my thoughts on it. Not very in-depth, but I think concise. Now no one else is saying anything, so I'm feeling the need to fill the dead air.
No. Well, I was going to ask, what was the TIE Striker?
I'm pretty sure that's the one from Rogue One.
Rogue One is the TIE fighter that's designed only to work in atmosphere, and it has a kind of angled wing set.
Oh,
Just
that
two of them.
thing. I thought that was supposed to... I thought that was a little secret reference, because that kind of looks like the TIE fighters that the Empire has in the Legacy comics, like way, way, way in the future. They have a kind of similar design to that. I thought they were trying to go for that.
I think it was more interesting seeing the ghost.
Oh yeah.
There were 2 new episodes of Rebels today. Or
are
probably,
they?
probably yesterday.
I-
But
yeah,
I found them
2
today.
episodes.
It's
Well, goodbye,
one of those
guys. I gotta go
two-parters.
watch Rebels now.
It's Memories of Geonosis or something.
Mm.
I started watching it before I got on Tim's stream.
I think I'm like 5 episodes behind right now. Need to catch up.
I am... How many episodes are there in existence?
Yeah, right.
It's actually not a bad show.
I've heard this.
The first season is kind of wonky because you're getting used to the whole thing, and then second season's good. Third season, holy crap.
Really? I thought the start of the third season's pretty weak.
Mm.
It's very weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like this. Pretty much anything that is exclusively focused on that guy I
Oh,
think
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
knows who I'm talking about. It's I don't like that, but overall, like it's still a show that's obviously aimed at kids. But unlike
Oh,
the
yeah,
Clone Wars
definitely.
thing, it doesn't try to say that the entire rebellion took place on Naboo. So that's always a
Yeah,
plus.
come on. Didn't you know the entire Clone Wars they just wanted to come back to Naboo over and over again?
I can't think of a single episode of that show that wasn't on Mortis or Naboo.
God.
Naboo is very taboo.
Taboo.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's a good show. Still like the Clone Wars better, but you know.
Any show where it's like, oh, the beginning is bad, but keep going. It's like, no, I don't want to have to dig through the garbage.
Yeah. To find a good episode.
I mean, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's not bad.
Those are two very different things.
I think the main problem is that the Clone Wars cartoons, at least, while they were limited to 20-minute episodes, right? They had like arcs spanning 3 episodes, which gave time to have a story naturally unfold. Whereas Rebels has to start and end its small missions in 20 minutes, and so you get these weird like, oh, everybody is saved and everybody dies and there's no conflict.
So I've also heard that one of the things Rebels does is it shows just how totally fallible Thrawn always was, where he fails at everything.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Isn't it usually other people's fault, and then he gets there and is like, you fuck this up? That's been my reading of the situations. But
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil an episode because I'm a dick. But
no, I'm not listening.
Is it a new one or an older one?
It's one of the newer ones. It's not really a spoiler like it's not a major plot point. It's just one of the subplots of the episodes. So it's there's an Imperial factory that's using slave labor because Empire, and
because Empire.
The workers are sabotaging some of the hardware that's coming out, and the Empire's trying to prove this is a thing. But the way Thrawn does this is he comes in. He's like, okay, well, if this is what you're making, if you're standing by your work, let's test it right now. And then the workers get all scared. And the second they turn it on and make it take a step, it's a walker, it just falls down and explodes. Like, if this is the kind of sabotage they're doing at this plant, it's not a very long-term plan. This isn't the kind of thing like where they're out in the fields like, oh, something fell loose eventually. This is like very clearly going to happen. And just the fact that they needed to send a Grand Admiral there to confirm that there was weird stuff happening, it's just, that's a waste of human resources.
See, you say that, and then I'm like, well, yeah, that's because also Thrawn isn't there. He was sent into the unknown regions almost immediately. Why is he even in the region? Ugh.
That bombing run, though.
Wow. That's like 1,000 particles on screen.
Yep.
That was a carpet bomb. Ooh.
Oh, I think I know how I did that. It's in game constants, like most things.
So, with all the changes you guys have made, and like new models and stuff, obviously that you've made in the past.
Screw them, we're using this.
No. Which version of the game do you think runs better?
2.2 probably.
Okay.
This looks bad, but looking worse does not necessarily mean better performance, considering how many particles we used for no reason.
No, that's what I was wondering. I didn't know. That was what it was tied to.
But yeah, even since 1.0, we've typically gone in the direction of optimizing instead of expanding. Like, a lot of the newer models are lower poly than the older ones. It's just we've used them better.
That's very good.
Oh, that's
very cool.
I don't have any credits. I want credits.
Republic credits? I don't have any credits. New Timothy Zahn book with Thrawn. Why does he need to write a new one? He already wrote the best one. Ugh. Why couldn't we have just had the new trilogy be the Thrawn trilogy?
That would have been good.
What's everyone's favorite tie? General Grinkle wants to know.
Oh,
See, I saw that, and I'm clearly not enough of a Star Wars fan because I didn't immediately think Star Wars TIE Fighter.
I was thinking like
I was like, "What's your favorite
A bow tie?
I only have
The
like
blue
one
polka dot
tie.
one?
my suit.
Hello, Kitty.
The only suit I have is from my sister's wedding. Because I was
TIE Phantom.
Nice.
Phantom
TIE
every time.
TIE Phantom.
The only bow tie I've ever had and owned was from my sister's wedding. I call it the Black Mamba.
Oh, I don't have a boat. I have the only like regular tie I have.
Right,
Is
right.
that-
Lots of sisters' weddings going on over
Yeah.
here.
Hey, I have 3 older sisters. I'm the only guy.
Oh,
I
that,
only have one, but she's
So-
also only had one wedding, so it's a good rate so far.
that's so good. Should be only one more. Should be no more sisters' weddings for Corey.
In an ideal world,
Let's hope so.
I would definitely say TIE Defender.
is it standing by?
Yes.
I always use that joke, but no one's gonna get it except for.
No, I
Us
got it.
nerds.
I got it.
No, there was a specific thing that happened in.
Oh.
I might actually have told you guys before, but I used to do a lot of testing by just starting up a Galactic Conquest, and I'd set the AI to be active instead of me. So I just go and do stuff and let the game play itself for a while. And this is how we discovered at one point that the Imperial AI decided to build nothing but TIE Defenders on all of its planets. So there was just a cacophony of TIE Defenders standing by for an hour in my room. And it was
Hey, that sounds like my
painful.
Reckoning playthrough where I built like basic infantry on 10 planets at once, so it was constantly just reporting in.
Hmm.
TIE
I'd say
Defender
for me-
standing TIE.
But my TIE Fighter would beat your TIE Fighter, though.
Am I TIE Fighter?
Yeah, because you've got a TIE Defender and I've got a TIE Phantom, so I'd win.
Wait, I had the TIE Defender.
I'd win against you as well.
Why?
Are we counting the Clawcraft as a TIE Fighter for this?
Well, you see,
No.
No.
TIE Phantoms can cloak, whereas TIE Defenders can't. So I've got the element of
That
surprise.
doesn't mean anything.
It does. It means I can.
You
sneak
have
up
like no
behind you.
guns.
That's not true.
The Phantom has like a pair of lasers.
Bane raises a
TIE
valid
Defender's
point.
as well armed as a B-wing.
Freaking laser
Yeah.
beams, man.
You can't fight what you can't
Frickin'
see, man.
laser beams.
Exactly.
Frickin' ties with frickin' laser beams.
But for my favorite tie would be the TIE Interceptor.
That's pretty solid. It's a good ship.
I like the Avenger. The Avenger's
The
neat.
Avenger. Yeah.
There's an easy way to solve this debate. We
What
just
is that?
we all get together and we play X-Wing miniatures.
Yes. Oh, I'm ready for that.
Is
I've
that
got
an
my
easy
own
way?
set.
I've still never played that game.
I've never
I've
played a
actually
miniature
played that
game.
game with my
You're
roommate.
you're just gonna fly Whisper, right? And just fucking mind fuck us all, right?
I've never played any sort of tabletop.
Oh, dude,
Game
you're
with
missing
that.
out.
Definitely.
See, he got it. He said now he gets why I said TIE Phantom.
Yeah, because Whisper is, and what? You're gonna fly a Palpatine with that too, right? It's just be a dick.
Right?
Yep,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Actually, I play Scum and Villainy, which I like to tell Corey about regularly. So, and I'm currently running Dengaroo.
Of course you are.
Absolutely.
That just sounds like a
Of course.
snack.
Well,
Decker
it's a combination of Dengar and Manaru.
Manaru.
So what's this? This is not multiplayer. I'm just playing
Corey's,
an
like,
old
throwing
build the
it back
mod,
on the topic.
and there's other people in the call. Just other
Numerous
people.
even.
Sensors are reporting.
Have we? I don't know if I've said at any time who's actually here.
Any forces that
I mean, me and Legion were here, and then Bane,
Bane and
and
Bullet
Bullet
joined.
came later.
So 5 people.
But yeah, you never did roll call. It's
No,
kind of
we-
just assumed that almost everyone who's here was in my live stream beforehand.
I never assumed that.
Well, I mean, you never said that me and Legion were joining, so.
I actually did while you guys were getting food.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Fair enough then.
Ah, see? They ion cannoned my Lancer. And then the engines were shut off.
Corey only invited me because he felt like he was cheating on me. True fact.
That's not true.
Doesn't really like me.
So all the Lancers in any of my Let's Plays, I call them all Larry. I'm like, hey, it's Larry the Lancer. Fun fact.
We have center
That's kinda-
point and ascendancy.
Oh man, my 3DS
That's a
Max
lot of
stopped
Larrys.
responding. It's great.
That's 3DS Max for you. Do you get the viewport error?
Of what error?
Where it doesn't refresh, so you have blocks
Yeah.
on your screen that you just can't
Yep.
see past. That's just
Yep.
the worst.
Oh, you.
I just don't like. I'm surprised nobody has made an ALO converter for any of the newer Maxes. Is it? Would it really be that hard? I don't know.
Probably.
I might look into that at some point because it is just a script, and all it does is just read coordinates and textures.
Corey, do you plan to make a live stream on the Pegasus Chronicles, like multiplayer stream?
Alright, so Bane can back
Oh
me
boy,
up on this.
here we go.
I really like what that mod is doing. However, trying to record on it is literal hell right now because it's very much unstable. So
Aw.
I was trying to do a Wraith campaign in it, and I wanted to redo the Ancients campaign, and I will do that when it's more stable. But like you literally can't go more than a couple minutes without crashing.
Which mod is this?
Stargate Pegasus Chronicles.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping they'll sort it out, but until they do, I enjoy having hair, and I want it to stay attached to my head.
We
So
got it to run for a couple of minutes. How? That was a legitimate question. I actually spoke to the mod maker today, and they are working on a stable stability update. Coming soon.
I'm still talking to Klon and Mapper Locutus to get them on the channel for a little discussion at some point, but so far they've been busy with, I think Mapper's still doing stuff for school right now. So hopefully at some point we'll be able to do that, and hopefully once it's a bit more stable, I definitely I intend or plan, whichever word you prefer there.
I am a plan.
Corey intends to learn how to speak English.
Not really. I intend to learn how to speak French. If I'm at 50% proficiency in both languages, then I'm okay.
Why would you want to speak French?
I would want to sign heroes because I live in Canada.
True that.
Shouldn't you be learning Chinese or something instead? I say Mandarin, I should say. To be politically.
Well, I live on the border between Ontario and Quebec, and a lot of jobs here require French and English. So being better at French would be better for me.
Being 50-50 is very... that's good.
I'm a nub. How would one assign heroes to a fleet? Just move them into the box.
Wait a second, you mean your country's not being slowly bought out by Chinese interests? I'm moving to Canada, that's what's happening.
We're actually on Skype right now, but we do, for GB Gaming and Corey Loses, have a community Discord, which everyone in the chat should go into. There's a link in there, in the live stream. Fun facts. I'll be in there later.
Fun fact, there's also a Timpedia one that I don't go into. I've been into your guys' more than mine.
I think Tim should merge into our one.
To be actually super, to be fair, I didn't create mine. Someone else created it, and they keep asking me to go, and I just keep not doing it.
Well.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bullet and Legion have the link.
I don't even know what that is, man.
What is your favorite of the wedge-shaped starships in Legends or canon?
Antilles.
Rebels are blatantly making their presence known in the streets. Deploying some troops on the surface.
Wedge Antilles.
Any traitorous thoughts from their
Oh my! No, it specifically said wedge-shaped, not wedge. It just not just wedge.
Oh man.
That
Yeah.
doesn't work. That's
Wedge
not
is
fair.
wedge-shaped, by definition.
Ah, boy.
Hmm.
World
We're
may
not
never
we're
know
not
what
like
Corey's answer
intentionally
is.
discounting Andrew Hester. I don't know him. I've
Fun
never
fact,
spoken to him.
Tim's fa-
It's
That is a fun fact, Cypher.
Choose your reinforcements.
Wedge-shaped Star Destroyers. What counts
if I
as Star
could, then I
Destroyers?
would, but I do not know him. Okay, my favorite actual non-Antilles.
Uh,
um,
Hmm.
Does the Venator count?
the triangular one.
yeah, Venator definitely counts.
A triangle. What?
What was the New Republic one? I know I said Endurance before, but that was the carrier. What
The
was
Nebula?
the Star Destroyer?
I think
The
I'm going to
Nebula.
pile onto that answer.
Oh, high five over the internet, Corey. I love that thing. Thank you for providing the sound effect for that high five too. No,
No
the
problem.
Nebula is sick. Like anything that's the like maybe even like what, like 2/3 the power of a real Star Destroyer, but so much smaller is just awesome. And the red looks so sick. Could be biased because your guys' model is so pretty.
I know who Andrew Hester is. I've never spoken to him before, so I can't add him to the call. That would be creepy.
You know what?
There's a time where I didn't know you, Corey.
Well, you couldn't have
you're
added me to
welcome.
anything without being my contact on Skype, which is the main crux of the issue here. What is everyone's favorite Thrawn's Revenge faction? Empire of the Hand.
Probably New Republic.
Mine has always
yeah.
been and will always be Empire of the Hand.
See previous answer about Star Destroyer for reasons.
I like the Pentastar alignment because they got the Venators, man.
Woo!
And the Lucre Hulks, and they're just cool.
How long will the stream be?
Cruises.
Well, someone will be at my house in about an hour, so it'll be less than an hour long
Yep.
from now.
One ticket, wow.
Multiple people and of various
Whoa.
genders.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So I
Exotic.
mean that just makes it sound worse. But no.
I do not understand what's going on here, but never mind.
In coding or in the game or having
coding.
friends over, is that a foreign concept?
This is a.
You're having people over and it's not an orgy? Like, what is this?
I'll show you sometime, Corey. That
Oh.
sounds wrong as well. That's not making it any better. It's probably something really simple that another pair of eyes will just go, oh, yeah, that's why it's happening. It's a string thing. It's alright, it's alright.
Ain't nothing but a string thing.
It ain't nothing but a string thing.
So here's a question
Drinking
for
all
all
the
the
time.
modder people who can actually answer the question.
3.
What?
I don't have a release date for you.
My God. All right, none of you get questions now. Jeez, you guys are taking it seriously.
Okay, fine, Tim. Ask your
I'm gonna
question.
ignore all of you. Jeez.
Ask your question so me, Bullet,
got-
and Bane can laugh at you.
You know what? I'd be more sad if I didn't believe that could just happen. No, I was gonna say if you guys could add one faction to your mods that you like don't want to do the work for, if you could just have a faction ready to go. You didn't have to do all the work for like a brand new nonsense thing.
Does it, like, if I'm going within the time frame of the mods, as they are, it would be the Siruvi?
Huh.
That's a tough one.
Like if a representative of their species just came up to you and was like, "Hey, we did all this work because we want the CC Ruby to look really cool."
I would fucking run away because those are velociraptors, and if they're trying to talk to me,
Listen,
I
Corey,
don't want
why
any
are
of
you,
that.
Why are you ruining this?
Which mod?
Just offering hypotheticals here.
I work on multiple mods. You have to specify a mod.
No, you can do one for each. You work in 2 universes. You can do one for each.
For Star Trek, probably.
Bye.
Ferengi, because I think that'd be funny. But there's not much to work for Ferengi.
Well, no, that's why I'm saying, like, if, like, obviously no one knows about the CC Ruby, but like, let's just say someone like in the Star Wars universe was like, "Hey, I suddenly know how all this there is to know."
For Star Wars,
if it could, no, just for all of them, like, if it could just be expanded without you having to know to make up stuff.
If I could model, I would probably do the Legion217 because I've played the Legion217 on a different mod, and I don't like the look of their ships. And I think I'd like to think that I would make them more beautiful.
That they'd be less horribly ugly than a lot of
rather than
mods
space
show them.
turds.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look like space turds.
For a second, I thought you said tits. So I was like, wait, what?
That's nice.
This will probably all
Space
just be
turds.
posted as a video on its own. I'm not going to split it up into episodes. It'll just be
Space turds
there.
with whiskers.
I
whiskers.
would like to do the Empire of the Hand. So Corey, I'm going to steal all of your stuff.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, as we've said, me and Corey, I think both universally hate the Empire of the Hand ground units.
Yeah.
So if you could have someone just give you all of those for free, that would be what you guys.
I think the
want?
problem is someone did give us all of their current ground units for free, and I don't like them.
Oh.
We
Yeah, but no one knows what they are. That's not fair. No one knows what.
I think the problem with the ground units at the moment is they're all tracked vehicles, and that doesn't really make too much sense in an age of walkers and hover tanks. And the cheers are supposed to be like.
You know what? Screw
half
these guys.
Imperial.
No, don't drive away now. You've been there for like an hour, and now you're driving away when I use. You pricks.
Why are
Suddenly
your TIE
Corey
fighters
reminds
so bad
everyone.
at killing things?
There we go.
Those TIE fighters are terrible.
It's because the
They're
stuff has
Imperials.
shields.
They can't hit anything.
Welcome back, Ringle.
Planetary control achieved.
What is
Well,
your least favorite thing in the original trilogy? Well, Bane hasn't even answered the question. Never mind. And
What? Where? In what? What was I answering? I don't understand. What have I missed? What have I not done?
you didn't. Yeah, yeah, you did.
What rate? I did answer.
I
the
forgot
question.
you said the Ferengi.
I said the
Yeah.
Ferengi.
No, I
God,
said.
Corey,
I know.
listen.
I just forgot. I'm the one who said I forgot that you said it. Calm down.
He ignores everything that I say. all
That's
the
not
time.
true. What was
So
that?
nice to you.
After what you and Gull did during our Discord video,
Look, it's
maybe
not my
I'd be
fault
better
that
off.
You chose to be Little Spoon, okay?
I didn't choose to be any spoon. I just wanted to know what the word said that, or what the word that. I'm done. I'm bad at
Bagsy.
words.
Do you
That's the
guys-
one.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys. do
I
you
could
know
get
what
from the
Bagsy-
context, but
If someone said Bagsy Big Spoon,
like I got from the context what it meant, but it was like, what the hell? Why would you say that word?
it's a
Hey, Tom.
British thing. Bagsy. It's like shotgun.
It's like shotgun, but it's not shotgun. So say shotgun, like a real American. That
America.
none of us are. By none of us, I mean
This-
the people who were there.
Look, we invented the damn language. All right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going, no. Don't hate me, channel. Don't hate me, stream. Don't hate me. I'm only kidding.
Shun the non-believer. Shun.
Yeah, Bagsy. It's a London. It's a Cockney thing. Even though Chris is about as far, Gull is probably as far from Cockney as he's Welsh. In fact, he's not even English.
He's Welsh?
He's Welsh. Did you not know he's Welsh?
I thought from his accent he was just special.
No, he's Welsh. Throw all the sheep innuendo you ever want to at him. He loves it.
Quite. Magnificent.
Or he's like, I'll take you up on that offer.
There is more sheep in Wales than there are people. It's a true thing.
Well, why would a whale eat a person when it can get all those sheep for free?
Oh.
It's like there's more bears in Canada than people, right? Or something like
Corey, is this your name in real life? I hate my name, so I wouldn't make this name up. Well, Loses isn't my last name, but Corey is my first name, just to clarify.
It's not his last name. No, you mean it's not your last name yet. It will be changed eventually, but...
If you ask most people what the capital city of Canada was, they wouldn't know.
They would say Toronto, and they'd be wrong.
They would always
Which is
say
why
Toronto.
I'm safe saying I live in the capital city of Canada, and everyone will get it wrong.
The internet will never find out where you are.
They'll just be searching for... Oh my god. What is this?
Must find the Corys of Toronto and kill them.
49 X-Wings, or A-Wings, 17 B-Wings, 23 MC-80, or MC-30Cs. Well...
You do realise you just told everyone you lived in the capital city of Canada, and now that everyone's going to go to Google and is just going to find out where you went.
Yeah, I know. I've never...
Found it.
Look, there's only 40 people in the stream, though. I mean, it's not
like
that much.
It's like a small army.
That's
Could you take on 44 people at once, Corey?
There's
Better
enough.
start preparing.
There's enough people in the city that I don't think they're gonna find me. I'm not gonna give out my address, but okay. This
All right,
probably a
let's
good
do.
call.
All right, challenge accepted. Here we go.
That is not me clacking. That is someone who is trying to find out.
Just
I'm always
access some
clacking.
Canadian public records here.
Yeah.
Be on my way.
Corey, in your Warlords Inns gameplay in 2.2, why did you change the lasers in space battles? Well, the teardrop lasers that we used to have, which I think are the ones even in this build, we really didn't like for one thing, and the performance wasn't as good. So they just show up better now. With the little... They're more based on the actual movie ones.
I do like the new lasers. Really do.
Other than Star Wars, Corey, what is your next favourite sci-fi?
Firefly.
Yes.
Really?
Really?
No.
Interesting.
Is that really like right after?
It
Right
might
after
even-
Star Wars.
It's probably
Firefly. I would've
before.
Wow.
Oof.
Wow.
I love Joss Whedon, so
What, you literally love Joss Whedon, or figuratively love Joss Whedon?
either works, like, whatever.
Tomato, tomato, you know.
So, Empire War Firefly mod?
There's a lot of
Sure.
people in chat coming to get me right now, but... What is your question, Velrog? I will try to answer it, but I don't know if I will be able to.
Man, so I guess I shouldn't say what I thought of Firefly when I watched it.
I don't care if you don't like it. I won't be
I
offended.
didn't, listen, I didn't hate it. My girlfriend showed it to me because she loves it too, and I was like, it's pretty good.
It's Buffy in space, and I love Buffy, so...
I didn't watch Buffy. See, all these problems with me, with her loving it and me not. She watched Buffy. I didn't watch Buffy.
It's more like a western in space, really.
Yeah, but Star Wars is more more fantasy than sci-fi. So if we're just using the parameter of, is it in space?
course.
Yes, then...
Of course,
counting
Star Wars is fantasy. It's got bloody space.
But it's not sci-fi.
Magical powers with swords.
I'm so glad I got to hear the word bloody space wizards in my lifetime.
Well, Durkin, you might like it better once you see it in the actual game instead of just through the video, because there is some reduction in quality with how bad my encoding is. So I really have no business making YouTube videos.
Are you a Star Trek fan, Corey?
I tried to be.
Ooh.
If I could make myself like something, I would make myself like Star Trek more than I do. My exposure to it has been limited, and it's got everything that I want out of stuff. Like, I like the whole like rich history sort of thing. There's a lot of different political groups exploring all that. However, I can't make myself sit through the original series at all. And
Don't even try.
I sort of cringed out of season 6 of TNG. I wanted to watch all of it to get up to Deep Space Nine, because that was, from what I heard, really good, but I had never managed to get there.
Deep Space Nine is probably the best one. Yeah, no, that's definitely the best one.
Maybe, yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
What is your opinion on Stargate, if you've ever watched it?
I want to watch it, but I haven't. I'm really behind on media. There's some stuff that I watch right away, and then there's some stuff that's like 10 years later. I'm just definitely going to get around to that someday.
What I want to clarify here, right, is you have an internet connection. Right? You live in the modern world. You are currently not employed.
Yes.
Yet you have not watched or binge watched either Deep Space Nine for Star Trek or any series of Stargate.
See, the thing with that is I feel like it's the kind of thing that I would have to pay attention to. With those shows, I feel like I'd have to pay attention to them, but then I'd feel like if I'm doing that, then I can't do other stuff while I'm doing it. So I feel like I'd be, even if I end up not doing anything in the time that I would be using to do that, I'd feel like I'm not being productive by watching it. And I'm removing the chance of being productive by watching it.
Corey, I feel I should tell you at this point that my wife has just literally come downstairs and said, "What is wrong with him?" I'm not even joking.
We don't have enough time in the stream to
go over it all.
Corey has a lot of problems.
Stargate is a show, though, that you can watch in the background. It's not very brain intensive.
Brain intensive.
Yeah, you don't have to pay attention to it too often.
What a good thing to describe about a show.
Hey, but it's like a yeah.
And primarily developed in Canada as well.
Most good shows are. Everything good is shot in Vancouver.
Well, I like Suits, and that's shot in Canada.
Bullet, when are you going to show the new version of 2.7 or the new 2.7?
Oh my God. Ever, if you keep asking me.
Ooh.
Bullet, when are you going to show the new version of 2.7?
I'm sorry, Velrog, but I can't comment on pirated stuff. That would be bad.
Bad taste.
Khan says #Trekkie virgin. You're a Trekkie virgin, Corey. How do you feel?
Yeah. Whatever.
Did you watch Battlestar?
I've watched some Battles Amongst the Stars.
So
there's one correct answer.
So
to
there's
this.
a show you should watch, even more than like
Yeah.
Star Trek, because Battlestar is way
Stargate.
less than Star Trek to get into.
I have to keep a good
Battlestar?
relationship with the game
PSP is
developers.
so good.
But
So let's just recap here. Out of all the major sci-fi shows, Star Trek, Babylon 5, Battlestar Galactica, Stargate, you've chosen to watch Firefly.
To be fair, Firefly is really short.
it's 12
Well, yeah,
episodes.
that's probably it.
And I watched it because I liked
not
Buffy.
really caring, I got through it real quick. Yeah.
It wasn't like I watched Buffy and then I thought, you know what would be a good follow-up to this? Battlestar Galactica. It was, you know what would be a good follow-up to this?
Why not?
This in space.
Tom Firth says, I think the people who have seen Star Trek are the virgins. Jeez. Well, I can tell you this, Tom. If you ever go to a Star Trek convention, you'd be surprised about what you see.
Oh god.
Never again. Never again.
Does the Pegasus Chronicles mod work in multiplayer at all? I don't know if the current version does. I've not tried it. And they're mostly just doing the Pegasus Prelude scripted campaign for that. I think the earlier versions that they've released, where it was like mostly a skirmish thing, would probably work. Almost definitely work, really.
Was Pegasus for Sins or
Empire at War.
Oh. Well, can't ever touch that then, I guess. Oh well.
Oh, I'll give up on this, Corey. I'm giving up. I can't figure out what
I'll
to
look
do.
at it.
It's a string thing. Basically, I've the Viscount's ability for reflective shields when you click it, it's got the right strings. But you know the sub ability, when the ability's actually been selected,
The toggle?
it shows it. Yeah, the toggle is showing a string not found, despite the fact that all the files point to the same string.
Huh. I'll take a look, but that sounds like black magic is at work.
I know. I made the Dominator.
That's good.
So, I know. I like to be helpful. I might make myself a cup of tea. Before we dive more into your lack of, issues.
My lack of issues was no. That's very clearly not true.
I feel like we've learnt more tonight about Corey in this stream than he probably
Anyone has ever.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, play
Probably
Minecraft.
wouldn't know this.
There's actually a basically space Minecraft, not Space Engineers. It's a different one that is literally just the same voxel style in space. And I used to play that with some of the other devs. One of the Empire of the Hand ships was actually designed in that game, where we just made it in that game, and then we thought it looked cool, so we modeled a different version for the mod.
Is it the one that starts with an E, like Empyrean or something? What are you talking about?
No? Empyrean?
Galactic Survival.
That was one of those space games, and I bought it recently, and then immediately returned it.
I think it was called StarMade?
Yes,
That might be a different
Starmaid.
game.
Good game, StarMade. No, I think that's the one you're on about. It's a good
It's got like giant empty space stations and like planets for sort of little bubbles on stuff.
Hmm.
When are we getting streams of you guys modding? I don't
You
know.
don't really want that?
Well, it happened again.
Oh, I think he's on about because he might be on about when Gold did for Armada 3.
Yeah.
That editing video. He's basically for you guys who I'm chatting to in the chat. He did one of the Armada 3 devs basically live streamed him actually editing Armada 3.
Oh, okay.
And it was quite popular because people just wanted to see how things were made. He also recorded one of the modelers making a model. I'd love to do that, Corey. Actually, record you making a model.
I've actually done it before. The Syndic I recorded and then I time lapsed it. I want to do it again for something, but Pox, Pox is in the chat now. We should stream the Galactic Conquest Editor coding programming.
You should tell people about that if you haven't already.
Well, we just decided in the last few days that we're making it. We kind of want to actually make it before telling people about it, even though I just told people about it. So,
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh yeah, Bullet wasn't here when you talked about it the first time in the chat on my stream either. Bullet, the one
I'll wait
other person
until,
who might take advantage.
Galactic Conquest Editor.
I don't know if Pox would be happy with us revealing our great plans, but we're making a Galactic Conquest Editor.
So it's an XML editor?
It's to
What?
save you the hassle of doing stupid shit with trade routes and tracking them down and just in a GUI, pick which planets you want, make the trade routes, set up your starting forces. No stupid crap.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because I spend half my life finding out
Doing
what's
that.
connected with a trade route, and I'm done. I don't want to.
No, Pox. Never say it's not magic. It's magic, Pox.
Look, to someone like me who has no idea how to do any of this stuff, it is magic. So
Same.
Same.
When I read the stuff, I like
okay, now it's a
talking about
problem when Corey's like, "Yeah, it's totally magic. I don't even know how this works."
You guys think I actually do anything? I just take credit for my team's work.
Roger that. Right away.
I'm like Axl Rose.
Oh God.
Fall out.
Later, when he live streams Ascendancy in the month, he's going to say the new Dominator ability was made by him.
Let's move out.
It was inspired
yeah,
by
but-
me.
See, but it's harder though because now we have video proof.
Yeah,
of
on,
him- of
on
him
Corey's
saying
channel,
not real.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
that's true.
go in
Or
and
soon
edit it,
delete it.
re-upload
Yeah.
it.
Shh, he wasn't supposed to realize that.
He could just edit everything I've sent out.
No, that would
I
be
didn't
too much effort.
Just dub over your voice with himself saying, "Yes, guys, I did all of this stuff. It's amazing," and then he'll just keep the rest of the conversation.
I'm too lazy to not be entirely transparent.
A lot of work to deceive people.
Bane is talking about Ascendancy. There is stuff you can do with abilities in Empire at War, but it's all Lua, which is a headache.
Fall out, troops.
You keep saying Lua. What is Lua?
It's a different programming sort of deal. It's like
Oh,
actual
boy,
programming
it's
within
bad,
Empire at War.
It's a scripting language.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's how you do
XML
anything
is-
actually interesting in Empire at War, essentially.
Yeah.
Used by
Is that-
Homeworld.
All the XML is the game code will read it and turn it into either something that Lua uses or something that the C++ engine beneath it.
Stellaris uses Lua as well, doesn't it?
That's
That's to you, Corey. That was a statement to you. You didn't answer.
then yes.
He wasn't listening to you again, that's all.
What?
Phases me out.
I thought that was one of them British rhetorical innits, Gov.
When have I ever said in it?
Innit? Pops to your trolley.
I does not talk like a gangster, bruv, do I? In it, do you know what I mean, blood? I don't talk like that, do I? Because I'm not from like the streets. Do you know what I mean?
All right. Well, it looks like we've hit a crash, which
Oh,
I
no.
thought this would happen in the first 15 minutes, but I've been going for a good
Corey thinks I say in it.
in
My
it.
wife's giving me a look, saying, "What the hell are you talking about?" And I've crashed Corey's game now by acting all street.
Yeah, it heard you.
Corey, is it right that you want to do a Stellaris mod? I wanted to do some content packs for Star Wars related stuff, but I don't know how much I'm actually going to do with that, because there's that community scares me a little bit.
Wait, what?
He doesn't need to do a Stellaris mod because everybody's already nicked all of his stuff and stuck it in stuff.
I don't know. People keep saying that, but I don't know if any of our stuff's actually been taken for that.
No, I'm joking. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying it out loud.
But there seems to be weird reactions when people start mods for that game, and I value my limbs, especially now that I've told people where I live.
What possible evidence do you have that happens in that community?
No, I don't know. But yeah. So I guess the game has decided that this is where we're going to leave it, because I have no idea when my friends are getting here. But, so, hope everyone's enjoyed the stream. Thank you, Bullet, Legion, Tim, and Bane for joining me on this trip down memory lane.
Indeed.
And everyone in the chat for now knowing where I live and not killing me. So,
Yeah.
I think it's too soon to say that, though.
And
Keyword.
everyone
It's kinda
knows at the
tempting
end of
fate
the
there.
stream, everyone knows that you need to watch more sci-fi now.
that's true.
Send Corey DVDs if you find his address. Just send him all the sci-fi he hasn't watched.
But for those of you in the chat, if you look in the video description, there is a link to our Discord channel. If you feel like joining that and you want to talk to myself or Bane, Tim's sometimes in there. I'm going to force Bullet and Legion to join.
Oh,
But,
great.
I'm looking at it right now. Why, hello there.
Thanks, guys.
But yeah, I'm usually in there. Bane's usually in there. We have fun. I had fun today. That's it.